2, 1. Yo, everyone, welcome to Filmmaker Mike and the boys. Joining me in this episode is Sequestered Jester,
Hey, everybody.
Pinhead,
What's up?
and Kuya.
Happy Sunday.
Yep, it is a beautiful Sunday as we are recording this. We want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening to the show. We want to remind you, you can also leave us a voice message about anything, whether you just want to tell us to go fuck ourselves. That's totally fine.
I'd be happy to get those too. You never know.
So would I.
In very clear audio quality. So you can do that in the link below via Anchor. And you can also listen to us. We are live on 9 different audio platforms and YouTube. So 9 different audio podcast platforms. I'm going to have to do a breakdown of, actually, I have it here in front of me real quick. When we started, a few weeks after we started last year in September, we were in about 8 countries.
Dang.
Right now, I was looking at the stats, and we are currently in 11 countries.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Fucking finally we got North Korea's audience. Perfect.
We'd be
So,
so banned over there.
Obviously, of course, our largest audience is in the US. The next one is in Canada,
Okay.
and then the UK.
Hey,
Ooh, UK.
Yep.
Shit.
And then
We
Russia.
got one person there?
Yeah, one person in the UK.
I'm not sure how many people, but it says we're in the UK,
yeah.
Russia,
Shit.
Singapore,
Okay.
Ireland,
Ooh, Ireland.
Germany,
Okay.
Down Under in Australia,
Hell yeah.
Uruguay.
I'm hoping it's Aussie, man.
Oh yeah,
Aussie
right.
man
That'd be
reviews,
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, fuck these guys. Yeah, nah.
And of course, France, and then of course, last but not least, the Philippines.
Nobody said anything when they said France. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Fuck the French.
Hey.
Baguette, you silly French.
Hey, ho, ho. We surrender. We
I won't say
surrender.
that.
I'm
I
kidding.
won't say all that, but after the way that French chef created Selena Gomez like trash, I don't know.
Oh,
how-
Ludo? Like Ludo?
Yeah, and he admitted it. He's like, French people are sometimes pieces of shit.
Yeah, I would not
It's
recommend
like-
the French guys.
No,
I was
Ludo
rude.
was funny as hell because that's how he
No,
is in real
I
life.
didn't mind him. I didn't mind him,
But, like,
if
Her
if you're
her
not
reaction,
guys-
right? Her
if
reaction
you're
was
not
like,
guys like us, he would be very, very, very off-putting. To
Yeah.
some of you listeners out there, you think we're pricks? This guy, he's a next level prick. So that's why I like him. He's pretty funny. But her reaction was like, "Who is this motherfucker yelling at me?" Like, but
No, and then, like,
that's one show
the-
to check out for sure.
yeah. The funny part was like his wife corrected his ass like quickly.
I
You're
will.
ye-
I will give him that.
Yeah,
I will
you're
give
you're
that
yelling
that
at
she's
Selena
like-
right now.
She
I'm-
made him heal too. She was.
I'm not
like,
yelling.
"Whoosh."
I'm not yelling.
It's just because I'm passionate. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I did start watching it yesterday. We started binging that show, and it's
It's
great.
amazing, man.
an
It's a
easy
really
binge.
good show.
Have you seen the Roy Choi episode yet, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah,
wasn't
that
he
one
wasn't
was
he like
good.
a mother hen, like this is what you do and you have to be kind and all that stuff.
Right.
Like, Roy Choi's one of my favorite celebrity chefs. He made Kogi food truck
Barbecue, yeah.
in LA. One of the best fucking food trucks I've ever had in my life. So if you're in
Yeah,
LA,
so-
California, fucking support Kogi and support Roy Choi, man. He's amazing.
Yeah, so the show we're talking about is the Selena and Chef show on HBO Max. It's a great series. Second season just debuted a few weeks ago. It's an easy binge, and I was just thinking, like, I'd like to learn something new as far as making food, and there's some good stuff in there. So it's given me some ideas. And what's great also about the show is that every chef that she invites somehow has a charity that they work with,
Yeah.
that's close to their heart. And she and HBO Max, Selena and HBO Max, donates $10,000 to
Is
the
it 10 or
charity.
20?
10,000
right?
per episode.
Yeah.
So there's like 7 or 8 episodes in season 1, and I think season 2. So
Yeah.
and they're helping, especially during the pandemic. So it's great because they started filming this show when quarantine started, and there's no crew. They show that she has this like camera and this monitor, like, so yeah, it's really cool. Like, and the only people there in her house are like her
Papa.
grandparents who
Papa
she's
and
been-
Mama.
yeah, she's been quarantined
Everybody
with.
likes Papa.
Yeah.
The two people that I find annoying were the best friends. They were so annoying to me. Like, I swear to God, like every time I hear them, I'm like, can we just fast forward this shit? Like, I don't want to see them at all.
I mean, they're
Like,
helping her, so that's
No, they're like,
good.
oh my God, Selena, you're doing it wrong. Like, oh my God, oh.
Kinda like,
I'm like,
like,
stop
yeah.
it, like, you California bitch. Like, I was just like,
Yeah,
but then
it's,
like,
it's a cool
no,
show.
like Papa keeps it real,
Right.
and
Right.
and he was like, you're not doing it right. You need to chop it a little finer. And I'm like,
He's does he get into the show? Does he start helping her? He should actually.
no, he's like, he's giving her the critique that she deserved, because like everybody said, oh, you're doing a good job, and then Papa's like, no, cut it a little
Special
finer.
guest commentary.
Yeah, cut it a little finer.
I do like her knife. Her knife is really nice and colorful.
Oh,
Yeah.
the titanium one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Those are like, fucking $1,000 for
I
the
bet.
set.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm like,
We're talking about Selena Gomez here, like
Right.
that
No, but-
Disney money.
Oh
no,
yeah.
but she's
All that
she's
HBO money.
Yep.
the stuff that she's learning is amazing. Like Ludo, like for somebody to teach somebody how to cook an omelet, that is hard to do. Like, especially the way the French does it.
Right.
Especially, I was gonna say, especially the demanding way they do it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm like,
and she did a for her this, like, her having no experience, her first time.
Yep.
She did a fantastic job at it. Like,
Hell
she's
yeah,
a
man.
quick learner.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's a very fascinating show. I highly recommend it if you have HBO Max. There's no reason why you shouldn't watch it.
Yep. I also highly recommend the music video Ice Cream with Blackpink.
Oh yeah.
They're great. So, with Selena Gomez, of course.
Yeah. How old are those girls again?
They're over 18. all
Yeah,
right?
sure. Sure.
over
But
18.
Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish.
Yeah,
is,
she's still 17, and no, I'm
that's
not
still
gonna.
17.
She's 18, you dunce.
No, she's still
Yes,
like
she
17.
is.
Go check.
I'll
check
Google
right
it right now. I'll Google it right now, dog.
Please
Yeah,
do.
Google it right now.
Please do.
Please do, so we can end it right here on the show.
We are live on Instagram right now.
Is
Hell
Billie
yeah.
So hello to
Eilish
those joining us.
Yeah, like, is
Please
Billie
search
Eilish legal? Like,
available.
and watch the FBI come over and fucking like
Get down.
arrest your ass. Fucking child pornographer.
shows I'm being blocked by the FBI. I cannot view images. Dang it.
Oh, see, there you go. See, that means she's underage, man.
I'm just
Calm
I'm just
down.
working- hold on, I'm working on it. Let's see here.
Billie
It says Kuya is an absolute moron, 19 years of age. That's what it said, word for word. So I just wanted
Yeah,
to.
she's still underage, bro.
Eilish.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
in what country?
In my country, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alrighty. So
All right, so welcome to the show, guys.
yeah, we're kicking it off with Zack Snyder's Justice League. Fuck
Of
yeah. The Snyder Cut, baby. We have a date. March 18, 2021. Which is like 40 plus days away. So we finally we were supposed to, the word was we were supposed to get something big today, like the trailer, but a few days ago we did get 3 brand new black and white posters, which Zack posted on his Vero, and of course the Snyder Cut social media as well. So we got the first one, which is the Justice League emblem, and it's pretty much like crushed. It almost resembles the Wayne Financial logo at the beginning of Batman versus Superman that was down on the ground, that was crushed. So there's like, each poster has a theme. The second poster is a flag planted in the rubble, and it's pretty much like a black Justice League flag, but it's actually also an homage to Superman number 75, which is the issue that Superman died at the hands of Doomsday.
Zack Snyder doesn't know anything about comic books at all.
He doesn't know anything about comics. He doesn't know anything about Superman in the comics, but he only fucking references the actual issue where Superman died in his poster. And then the third poster is the film reels in a can, and in red ink it says there Snyder, or the Snyder cut, and then it's very hard to make out, but there's images there, and I think one of the images in the film that's like sprawled out is the League standing on top, like getting ready to hop in the what's that called? The ship that Batman uses, that they use. Yeah, I can't remember the exact name right now. But yeah, something like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, there's those three posters.
The bat plane. I don't know. Fucking...
Each poster has a theme. And Zack Snyder posted it like, so the first one is Fallen, the second one is Risen, and the third one is Reborn. And then a lot of other fans are finding more Easter eggs in the posters about it. Like the third one with the film reel, it pretty much forms like the S shield of Superman.
That looked like a little stretch to me, but I can see it. Like you know, like when you showed me the S, I'm like, I guess you can see the S because like the little film had that little curly Q thingy. You know, I was like, that's cool, but man, March 18th couldn't arrive any sooner, man. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Is there any news on a trailer or anything like that?
So speaking of which, Grace Randolph, everyone's favorite.
Oh God! Why do we keep referencing this broad?
The best.
She's the one who tweeted it.
The best fucking.
So I'm letting you know. He asked about the trailer.
Ever.
She spilled the tea on the trailer. The word is from her. She said February 14 because Zack Snyder loves 214. That was the original runtime of the original Snyder cut, 214 minutes. So February 14th is when we're getting the trailer. That's according to Grace Randolph.
She spilled the tea she put in herself, and then she spilled it. It was like, oh, look what I found.
Wait, so they're not going to do the Super Bowl?
Devil's advocate here, though. She has had an interview or two with Zack Snyder, so
exactly. So
no, I mean, like I'm just saying,
and that's legitimate. That's not fan fiction. She's had legitimate interviews with Zack Snyder. So.
I'm just saying, like, you know, could they take advantage of the Super Bowl? I know,
no,
like
I don't think they would need to. I mean, it would be great if they did.
That would be kind of fucking amazing because, like, right after the Black Widow movie trailer, then comes out Justice League.
Whoa, I don't even think we're gonna get a Black Widow trailer because Disney doesn't even know what they're gonna do with Black Widow.
Exactly.
Well, if I'm being honest, I think it'd be a wise move for HBO Max to actually release that trailer on the Super Bowl, just with the amount of money they're making right now.
Just because, like, you know, like these people like that are not familiar with the Snyderverse or anything like that, if they see something amazing on a thing while they're half drunk and
totally
yelling at the TV because Tom Brady sucks balls.
Tom Brady,
oh man,
right?
Don't let me go on a rant on that guy, dude. I'll go off.
And then all of a sudden, fucking next thing you know, it's like, oh, like, you know, like what did the Martian Manhunter say? What was that quote?
A war is coming.
A war is coming.
Yeah. So today, Zack Snyder posted an image of Cyborg with his full helmet. He's flying, and he's pretty much flying towards the camera. And the quote of a quote, and it says it's said by Martian Manhunter in the movie, something like along the lines of "A war is coming." I don't have can't get the screenshot right now because I'm live on Instagram, but yeah, something like that. I did share it on my Instagram, so you guys can check it out.
Fucking,
but
I can't believe Martian Manhunter is official.
Yeah, that makes my day, man.
I can't fucking wait.
John Jones, baby.
Are we gonna get any Green Lanterns in there?
Possibly, I don't know. There could be a surprise. You don't
I
Well,
know.
hope so. Just a little taste. Just a little
what
taste.
what I
Even
read
even little
was
John Stewart. Like it doesn't have to be Hal Jordan. I'm just saying it could be.
Yeah, just give a little taste. That's all I want. Just a little.
I would take a Guy Gardner. I would.
See, that's the funny thing. I knew John Stewart before I even knew Hal Jordan. Like,
Oh, because of the cartoon, huh?
yeah,
because
because
of
John
Justice League.
John Stewart was always my Green Lantern, always.
Yeah.
So I would love to see him back.
Yeah,
It,
so
it's 1A,
there was
1B for me. So
I was reading somewhere there was a quote where Zack Snyder was saying that he wanted to cast an actor for Green Lantern, and of course the biggest villain of Zack Snyder, Warner Brothers, said no.
Oh,
because they were so upset about uh the Green Lantern movie and it sucked and everything. And
But come on, then bring in John Stewart though. You did Hal Jordan. Here's my second chance, John Stewart.
exactly. Like that's
Bruh,
nonsense.
dude, I would take fucking Tyrese as fucking John Stewart. I don't care. Shit.
Tyrese.
That was the
Elba.
rumor.
He needs the extra paycheck right now. So
No, that was the rumor. It was supposed to be Tyrese.
I don't like Tyrese. Fuck that guy.
Bring on Elba, man, as Stewart.
Oh, he should have been
That-
Idris Elba.
or
Yes,
Black
sir.
Superman or something.
Choice.
Jesus, something.
with that choice.
So I think who knows? I mean, there is that scene in Justice League where when Diana is explaining to Bruce about the mother boxes, there's that flashback scene of the Amazons and the Atlanteans fighting against Darkseid's army, and there is that Green Lantern
Yep.
Yeah.
that fights, and then he gets killed, and then you see the ring goes to like somewhere else. It flies off.
Mhm.
And
that's
that's like,
what-
holy shit! Like that was.
And that's
awesome.
what I was asking for mostly. Like, are we going to expand on that that portion of because that was a cool scene. Like what little of it was, that was a cool scene.
Right,
Yep.
right.
I want to see some more expansion on that.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Hopefully, it would be great to see, something. But hey, we're getting Martian Manhunter, who is who
That's
has been
cool.
confirmed by General Henry Lennox, who plays General Swanwick, who's
then,
been there since the beginning from Man of Steel.
And then we're getting into Black Suit. So
Yes. Yep. We're
Yeah,
getting
that's
Black
amazing.
Suit in all its glory.
And what I wanted in the first place, not 4 1 hours.
Hell yeah.
Things,
Oh yeah.
right?
Hell yeah.
Instead of the 4 1 hour shows, it's gonna be a 4 hour fucking
Yeah,
movie.
it's no longer gonna be chapters or episodes. We're gonna get all 4 hours. It's now gonna be the longest superhero movie. Have that record.
And that's
Yeah.
fine.
I am perfectly.
I'm
fine
very
with that.
happy with that. I'm actually prefer that. Sorry, I know everybody's attention spans are that of a gnat, but we needed it this way. Like this makes it that perfect masterpiece. Like it really does. I don't
Yep.
want to wait. I get it. It would have made business sense, yeah, but I don't want to wait 4 weeks. I want it in a nice tight bow. Let's get on with it.
Ow.
Now,
So,
just
Mike-
like we did with Wonder Woman, just like we did with the little things recently, put that in the same bracket as movie. 4 hours, let's go. Awesome.
So,
Yep.
Mike, if this is a quick question for everybody, actually. If, for example, this makes Warner Brothers and HBO Max a shitload of money, are we going to be seeing the Snyderverse?
Of course we are.
So Justice League 2 and 3.
It depends on the
Fuck yeah.
success of the first one.
I know. Let's
Obviously.
just say that the Justice League fucking blew everybody out of the water.
Oh,
that-
then
that- that's
absolutely. They'd give them the money to do more.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a no-brainer. Like if it did like what you're talking about, especially like we hit
Mike-
that B number, they'll come. "Oh, he's a hero again. All of a sudden, he's a hero again.
Mike, you
If
said like
that-
they only need like 70 million, right, to finish 2 and 3.
No. They gave Zack 70 million to finish.
Oh.
I
Oh,
was
okay.
about ready to say.
I was just like,
that's a little low.
So speaking of that, I think it's pretty much locked that it's going to happen. It's going to be successful because so this is from deadline.com. HBO Max activations double in Q4. So
Saw that.
fourth
Because
quarter,
of
17
Wonder Woman, yeah.
17.2 million driven by Wonder Woman 1984. So, regardless of what people thought of the movie, it's still
Doesn't
got
matter.
people to subscribe and to watch it at least once.
And then people are staying on.
Yeah, I mean, with the lineup they have of movies, they had, last time we checked, they had like 17 movies releasing this year. So you're getting, if you can at least watch one of those movies once a month, plus and then some, you're getting more. I mean, $14.99, and if it's not just you that's watching it and you're able to share it with your family or whoever, then you're getting your money's worth. It's way cheaper than going to the movie theater. Depending, of course, on the convenience and the availability, if you even have a movie theater accessible to you right now.
Exactly.
So, and they counted like the number of minutes that Wonder Woman 84 was streamed, and it came out on top compared to Soul and the other like streaming. But then again, Wonder Woman is a longer movie than Soul. But the fact that, I'm trying to find where that is, of how many minutes or something. Like they came up with like an equivalent of it or something, but I guess I can't seem to find it. But yeah, anyway, going back to the Snyder Cut, it seems like it's going to be a done deal, that it's going to be a big success. But yeah, I would love to, I don't see them making a Super Bowl spot, but would it be great to see one? Yes. It'd be great to be surprised by one. And because, you're going to have the most eyeballs right there.
Budweiser's not going to do a commercial for the Super Bowl.
There are several companies that have backed off because they're just going to donate their funding to vaccines instead, which I think is very honorable and great. Budweiser and Coca-Cola and I forgot which other companies have announced that. So, it would be cool to see a spot of some sort. I don't even need to see the same trailer. I would rather see like a shorter, like give it to me like in 30 seconds or less, like, to get people like, oh, I want to see that. I want to check it out. So
Well, HBO Max is definitely going to do something. I don't know if they're going to do something with Justice League, but in the overall aspect, they will have something at the Super Bowl because they need to sell some more subscriptions for Max. So
right, or they could just do a compilation of all the movies that are coming up.
yeah, that's
And the
what I
first
mean. That's
one-
what I'm thinking.
Right, the first one to feature would be like, because Zack Snyder's Justice League, like in a few weeks in March. Here's what you're getting.
Show a little snippet of something new, and then that's about like.
Yeah, like show Cyborg fucking flying with the helmet.
Yep.
Fly, baby, fly.
A few other things I want to mention. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention relaunched the Justice League, Zack Snyder Justice League shirt and hoodie campaign. So that is still good until tomorrow. So they're able to raise funds for suicide prevention. And they are right now, from this relaunch, they have done $10,418. The goal was only $2,500 to raise for this relaunch, and then they've already sold like 869 items. So, which is pretty awesome.
I'll take a 3X, Mike. Thanks.
Oh yeah, sure. Just put it on
Appreciate
the
it.
tab right there.
Yeah, I want one too then.
Oh,
Thanks,
wow.
Ant.
Yeah.
No.
So, and then the last thing with the Snyder Cut is the upcoming book. So this is written by what's his name? I can't. Trying to find his name. Hold up.
Give me a name.
But yeah,
What's
the book, I mentioned it like episodes ago on the show.
Her name Martha.
The book is coming is going to be released on March 1st. So it's a great appetizer, or appetizer, as
Why did you say
Doc-
it like that?
No idea. Appetizer to the main course, because DC and Zack Snyder loves to give you a full fucking meal, and none of this, oh, I'm not full, I'm still hungry shit. Yeah, we're getting the book that basically chronicles the entire Snyder Cut movement, which I've seen some people say, oh, these entitled fans are getting their movie that should not have been. And I'm like, well, this is the movie that should have been in the first place. Had
Yeah.
Warner Brothers
And a
just
lot of it's and a lot of them's
before.
critics too, going, "Oh, the fanboys shouldn't be getting what they want." Well, you know what? You critics shouldn't be allowed to talk sometimes because you say some nonsensical garbage that
No,
brings
because
the industry down.
they crucified the fucking film and they don't want to retort and say, hey, you know what? Zack Snyder's original version is far better than the one that we crucified.
It's
They
not
they,
just that they
they don't
have a
want
personal
they don't want to
vendetta
reverse their
against
shit,
him.
man.
They
Like
have a personal vendetta against him for
Yeah.
whatever reason, and I don't get it. It's the critics. There are some fans that don't like him, but when you get down to brass tacks and you get to why is he hated, the root of the toxicity gets to the critics because for whatever reason they really don't like him.
Yeah, I mean, like they shut the hell up when they saw Batman versus Superman Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, I know.
They shut the hell up when they saw Watchmen director's cut. I mean, like,
Yeah, I know.
again, if the studios let Zack Snyder do his thing, like they did in 300 and they did in was it Dawn of the Dead? Is
Dawn of
it?
the Dead, correct.
Let him do his thing. Let him do his visual thing. It's the movie ain't bad, right? Like a lot of people
Yeah,
would
it's
say,
not
"Oh,
only not
I'm
bad,
not,"
it's
you know,
really
like
good.
there's gonna be fans there and critics will be like, "Oh, I still don't like it." That's fine, but let the guy do his work. Let Scorsese, let Scorsese do his thing. Let Spielberg do his thing. Let fucking Taika Waititi do his thing. You
Yeah.
know, let Zack Snyder do his thing. No, we can't let fucking Zack Snyder do that because no, fuck you guys. Those guys are bums, man.
So the book is Release the Snyder Cut, written by Sean O'Connell, who is also
He wasn't he like one of the first guys that wanted to release the Snyder cut. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure.
He's also a writer for one of popular entertainment sites. I can't seem to.
I thought he was one of the guys. I can't remember. Like
And
it
where
was
will
a
where will we be able to purchase this book if we would want to
Amazon. It's on
Okay.
Amazon. It's available on Amazon. So yeah, he's a managing director for Cinema Blend and co-host of Real Blend. So yeah, he's written this book. He's interviewed Zack Snyder, and again, like when he was talking about this before the official confirmation of any of the Snyder Cut a year or 2 years ago, he was just writing the book, just getting a compilation of like accounts from a lot of the fans and why they believed in the movement and the support that they did for American Foundation Suicide Prevention, all that stuff. So yeah, now that it's we're getting an actual happy ending, it's really cool. And the fact that we're getting it before a few weeks before the movie is a great appetizer. So
hell yeah.
Appetizer.
yep, appetizers.
So Mike, are we gonna do like a review or like a thing of Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, and Justice?
We shall discuss it. Yes,
Okay.
we shall discuss it.
Yeah, because we have something to discuss about the Justice cut anyway,
Yep.
and a certain drinking game. So
Oh, there you
Right.
go. That'd be fun. We should put it on YouTube and shit.
Yep. All right. So moving on, we've got the Matrix 4 title. The Matrix 4 title has been leaked, apparently.
I guess
So-
I'm back. That's what it's called, right?
I guess I'm back.
Maybe.
Cyberpunk
He said-
2077. No,
Wake up, samurai. How about that one?
no.
So it's Matrix 4.
Resurrection.
Reloaded Resurrection.
Hold on.
I'm really John Wick.
Where is it? Holy
I
shit.
think it's Resurrections.
What happened to it? I took
You're breathtaking. Is that what it is? It's gotta be that one, right?
Your breath-
You're
Matrix
breathtaking.
4 Anomaly.
Yeah, so
Matrix
it is
4.
Resurrections. Matrix 4 Resurrections.
That's so
Are you
lame.
really that unoriginal?
That's so
I
lame,
mean,
dude.
seriously.
Oh
That's
my
a
God.
bad omen.
How about Matrix
Right
4?
off the bat, that's a bad omen.
Hey,
that-
how
that-
about Matrix 4 retcon?
Retcon.
Exactly.
Fucking like
Now
retcon
Matrix
it.
4 cash grab.
There you go.
Because
Why
that's
even?
what it is.
Oh, that was hot. I like that.
Excuse me.
That was a sexy one, by the way.
I definitely that's got to be a Pepsi burp, right?
Yeah, that's normally. Yeah, sorry.
Ugh.
Yeah, so Matrix 4 Resurrections.
Mm.
Apparently
So
one of the
lame.
cast members or the crew members got a wrap gift. I think it was like a jacket, and there was a letter, of course, from the Wachowskis thanking the cast and crew for like their hard work. And then on the letter, it said there the Matrix Revelations. So
You're telling me that all of the stuff, regardless of how you feel about the Wachowskis, the sisters, how you feel about them, you're gonna tell me, and I wish this was a studio thing, but this sounds like another Wachowski, you know how brilliant we are type of thing, when you're really not. The best you could come up with is something that has been done to death. Resurrections, like alien resurrections,
Mike
like
Wachowski's.
Wasn't there like a Halloween resurrection?
yeah,
something?
Halloween resurrection, like I don't understand, like blow me resurrection. How about that? There you go.
That sounds like a good one. Let's just call it that.
This is goes back, and like I mentioned in an earlier episode, this is the very bare minimum of effort right here.
So lame, dude. That's so lame.
And the only reason, and people go, oh, hold on, Pinhead, it's just a title. You don't need to get all worked up just because of a title. The reason why we're gonna take a step back into the Matrix past. We've done this before.
Wait,
When we have the very like Matrix Revelations, and you go, really?
wait. That's the story. They're gonna go back in the past.
But no, what I'm
No.
saying is when you
Gosh,
have
you're dumb.
that, look at the
Eat me.
movie that follows that title. Okay? The very bare minimum of a name not usually, but sometimes means the very bare minimum effort of a movie. Because it just shows, and we'll see with the first trailer, I'll give it that. But that's your first impressions are a big thing for everybody as it goes. And your first impression, your best is Matrix Resurrection.
Should have been just called,
What are
Matrix
we at
4
Sunday Mass?
Russian Roulette. I would have liked that better.
Or how about naming it The Matrix instead of just Matrix?
Ooh, original. I like that. It's
No,
the
I mean
same
the like The Matrix. So instead of like Suicide Squad, it's The Suicide Squad. You know what I
it's
mean?
that's the name of the first movie.
Yeah, the Matrix.
Yeah.
Well, Halloween did it. Why not?
Duh Matrix, maybe Duh Matrix.
The Matrix.
DUH Matrix.
How about
Duh.
How about just Tricks? Let's call it Tricks 5.
Wait, so who's the bad guy? Is it Agent Smith again? Because
No, he's
did he
done.
fucking die?
No,
Oh,
he
he came
can't
back.
be. He can't be.
But then again, that's why when you look at this title, because of course Neo and spoilers, Neo and
Resurrection.
died in
Wait, if nobody have seen fucking Matrix Revelation, why are you saying spoilers? Stop it, Mike.
Revelations. What are you talking about? Hold on. Let's get things clear. The first movie was The Matrix. The second
Correct.
was The Matrix Reloaded.
Reloaded.
Yes.
The third one was The Matrix Revolutions.
Yeah.
Not Revelations.
Whatever.
The
Like
fourth one
fucking.
is The Matrix Resurrection.
I know, but like,
my
but
God,
you're
they're
saying,
all-
but you,
they're
but you're,
all-
but
They're
you're still
all
saying
words
spoilers.
that
Like
start
it's been like 20 years already.
I'm trying to be funny. Calm down.
Oh, okay.
I know. I was about ready to say like, it was a joke.
Kuya is
Okay.
such a buzzkill, bro. He's just a
I know,
punk.
right? So
Hey, Jester, why don't you eat me?
I can't. I would
There you
enjoy
go.
myself.
about that?
Reloaded, Revolutions, Resurrections. Oh my God! It's all words that start with the letter R.
Oh, what does that mean? The four R's, guys.
That's so radical, bro.
And I think,
Right?
I think I'm
Reading,
calling-
writing, and arithmetic.
and to follow up with the villain, I'm really thinking to really make it original, to add on to it. It's not going to be
Oracle be
Smith.
the bad person, man.
The obvious choice is to bring that charismatic architect back,
Oh
because
yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
So,
his brilliant his way with words just has to be
Ergo.
seen one more time. Ergo.
I said ergo.
Live. Still live.
Dude,
I-
I don't even care that this movie.
Accordingly.
I remember the MTV Movie Awards.
Yeah,
that
the
year.
one with fucking
They did Justin Timberlake and Stifler, and the
Will
architect
Ferrell.
was Will Ferrell.
yeah, when Will Ferrell was like, I said ergo.
Ergo,
I said ergo.
vis-a-vis.
Accordingly. Vis-a-vis.
Vis-a-vis.
Are any of you guys even looking forward to this movie? Because I really don't care.
I am. I'm not a buzzkill like the three of you guys. Oh, Resurrections. Ah, shit. Because I've made a Matrix movie. Shit.
It's just
Hey,
I'm just so done with like the first Matrix was incredible, amazing movie, and then the second one was like okay, whatever, and then the third one was like
Whatever. The second one was fucking cool.
Yeah,
I
the
dug it.
second one was
No,
awesome.
the third one forgot to pull out. That's what the third one was, and
the third one was trash. The third one,
Machines. Machines.
I don't need a fourth one.
Orgy underground.
Like while listening to fucking techno music.
Yeah.
Techno.
Boom, 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 boom.
I
the
don't
hell?
need a fourth one, man. I don't even know. They're just
I don't either because all I'm saying is I'm not gonna kick it into the dust. However, we don't need it. The story arc came to a close, especially if you're going into that. You're trying to make it one of the greatest cyberpunk stories ever told. Then in that cyberpunk mythos, and I'm not talking about the video game because a lot of you young people out here think that cyberpunk was invented by this game and it wasn't. Came long before you were born, little boy.
yeah. Oh, totally.
But I'm talking about in that genre cyberpunk to come to a close. That's the way it should be at the end of the last movie, because they even say it in a cyberpunk way. How long can this peace last? As long as it can. Like that. That's what I don't like about that third movie is that's why we have this fourth one coming, because now they're like, see, we left it like we get what you did, but you should just leave it alone.
They should have fucking ended the trilogy on the first movie. Like when he was like calling the somebody, I know where you are.
But it made so much money.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And
And
then
that's why I
two
call
and three were a
Matrix
cash
4 cash grab,
It
because
was a surprise hit. Yeah.
it was a surprise hit. And
I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
And it did set forward a new generation for that cyberpunk ass movement. So I will be reserved. I'm not gonna trash it, but I'm not gonna blow my load like Mike over here and be like, yeah, it's great, because
I'm excited.
I understand being excited about it. Like, I'm excited for the idea, but I'm worried because the Wachowskis have not, and I'm not talking about the last movie. I'm talking about since that, their track record has not been good.
They're one-hit wonders.
I don't want to say that, because The Bound was a good movie, and so I can't say that they're one-hit wonders, maybe two-hit wonders, but I still have faith. I still have faith that they have one last swan song, as it were. And I'm sorry, Matrix 4 ain't gonna be it. I'm calling it now. I'm sorry. I don't need to be Nostradamus to predict that Matrix 4 is not going to be their swan song. It's just not going to be, because they're into this. Especially with their last movie. Like, I think it was Jupiter. Wasn't Jupiter Ascending their last movie? Because they haven't really done a whole lot.
I need to check that one out.
They did Session 9. That's a series. I'm talking about their last movie. I'm pretty sure it was Jupiter Ascending, and it is pretentious junk. Like, and I don't want that in Matrix 4. Like, if we get what we got in that movie, where it's, I'm better than everybody, and now they really think they're better than everybody, I don't want to hear that in Matrix 4. So that's why I'm worried. Like, they're very pretentious now.
Yeah.
They're way more, like people said they've always been not as extreme as it. Like, they were down to earth to some bit when they started Matrix, the first one. They're pretentious motherfuckers now. Like, they really are. They're like snobbish. And they don't hide it either. So that and it shows in their product. That's why I'm not over the moon about Matrix 4 because they're snobs now. So
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So joining the cast, we've also got Yahya Abdul Mateen II,
That's cool.
Neil Patrick Harris
Oh, what?
as a young Agent Smith. I was
Really.
Oh my gosh,
Ah,
you
you
scared me
go- you
so
got
bad right
me.
now.
That'd be
Yeah.
funny as hell. It'd be like,
when
Yeah.
that'd be funny as hell. As young Agent Smith is just like,
That would be cool to me.
Mr. Anderson,
That's
you're
why you
gonna
got
be.
me, that rotten fuck.
and Priyanka Chopra Jonas
Ooh.
set to appear.
Oh,
I don't
Ooh,
know who
Priyanka.
that is.
I don't know why, but when I saw Priyanka Chopra Jonas is cast here,
Oh, from Quantico?
yeah, I was
Okay, yeah, okay.
I was thinking like, is she playing? What's the name of the Merovingian?
Monica
wife-
Bellucci.
The wife of the Merovingian.
Yep.
Monica Bellucci's character.
Right, right. So I wonder if
That's correct.
when the architect in Reloaded talked to Neo, he said like, this has happened several times before. So it's just like this thing that keeps going on and on. So
Exactly, and that's why I'm like, okay, so see, this is where we have the little bit of the problem because that is true and that makes it to where you can do it open-endedly. However, we need to also explain how the other programs in the Matrix were able, like Neo, who assumingly passed on and sacrificed himself like, cyberpunk Jesus.
right.
We need to explain that, and I'm sure they will, and it'll be very pretentiously, but however, I want that explained. If you're doing this movie, then fine. Explain to me how the cyber Jesus, how resurrections, we get it. But you're going to have to do a little more than that. You're going to have to really, how did he survive the mainframe in the Matrix? And now we have all these other programs that are bringing in the new guard. You can't have two Neos. According to the system itself, you can't have two Neos because that crashes the system. That's the whole reason why it's been
Would we?
done over and over and over again. So how are you going to explain that? That's all I'm saying.
They'll
So
just throw in another architect, and he's gonna.
yeah, I know. Accordingly, well,
like-
what I really like, and then we'll get another pretentious Wachowski monologue. Like,
Yep.
hooray!
So there's another guy, Rob _Keys, who works at Screen Rant, tweeted at or reached out to Warner Brothers to confirm the title of Matrix 4 Resurrections. And he tweeted, Warner Brothers will only tell me that the Matrix 4 Resurrections remains officially untitled currently. So could this just be a working title that they're still not sure? They just put it in there and they may change, or who knows? So maybe they're just testing it out. Who knows? So
Okay.
That could be before we close off, that could be a test run, and then it's a moot point, and that's fine. However, it as you said, it fits within the theme and it fits within the pretentiousness of the Wachowskis right now. So I'm kind of wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being the final marquee name, because if people remember when Terminator Dark Fate came out, when Dark Fate wasn't officially announced, but it was the name because it was technically rumored, people were, no, it's not Dark Fate. That's just, And then it was fucking Dark Fate when the final product came out. So we'll see what happens. Happens.
Alrighty. So, and of course, Matrix 4 will be on HBO Max as well. Moving on to another movie, another Warner Brothers movie that will also debut on HBO Max, Godzilla vs. Kong. We got the trailer last week, and we've been getting nothing but a bunch of memes mixed in with some Bernie memes, and now, of course, some GameStop and Wall Street Bros memes and mixed in there on social media. So there's an article that broke out from comicbook.com. They seem to get one of their news posts out there early enough. So Godzilla versus Kong was moved back a week to March 31st, and not the original. I think it was March 26th, or let's see. Yeah, the original release date that they announced was March 26th, and then they announced March 31st. But comicbook.com did not put March 31st in their news post. They put May 31st, which confused a hell of a lot of people, including me. So I was seeing other posts say March 31st. Comicbook.com had May 31st. So I went to the official Instagram of Godzilla vs. Kong, the movie, and lo and behold, there it says March 31st. So for like what seemed like an hour, comicbook.com's article kept saying May 31st, and in the comments, people were like, of course, whining and crying that it was back all the way to May. And I had to comment and let people know it's March 31st, not May 31st, because it's obviously an error. There's just a simple typo, but that typo, that it's not just a number in the day, in the calendar. It's a whole like 2 months away, so that'll throw people off. But after an hour, they changed it, they updated it, so that got sorted out. So there you go, Godzilla versus Kong. It's just moved back 5 days, and when this news broke out, this was before the official announcement of the release date for streaming for the Snyder Cut. So
here we go.
The buzz was that, the rumor was that the Snyder Cut was going to get March 26th, but now we know it's even earlier, March 18th.
And we can see where this is going.
Right. So they're at least giving it a cushion of the Snyder Cut debuts in March 18, and then there's a few weeks out until Godzilla vs. Kong debuts.
Well, and there's some diaper babies out there. I have to say, there's some diaper babies out there right now going, they push my Godzilla conquer your Snyder Cut. So
who cares? It's a week, bro.
It doesn't matter. Diaper babies cry about diaper baby scenarios.
Well, you know what? It's 2020. We better get used to getting our stuff taken away. You know what I'm saying?
It's about time to put on the big boy pants, but it's not going to happen. There's still going to be diaper babies out there. Your mom whooped them with the switch or something, and they only got a timeout. You got a 30-second timeout, and that. Oh!
You and me lost Dune for a whole year, you know what I mean?
Exactly, and we're not sitting here going, Mama, ain't being fair to us. Like, who cares? We'll get there. Just make it a good product. That's all that matters. Grow up. Grow up.
And again, I mean, in a pandemic world, this is Warner Brothers. You know, we're still getting stuff from them. We're still getting
doing the best that they can.
Right. So. And, granted, things are going to move around here and there, but we're still getting it. We have dates. We have things to look forward to. So, all right. Next up, another HBO Max series in the works, possibly. This is from comicbook.com. A Harry Potter live-action TV series in the works for HBO Max.
Don't know nothing about.
So this is...
What is it?
What did you say?
Just say, wait, what is it?
No, who said what?
He just said.
I said I don't know nothing about Harry Potter, so I'm out of this one.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, what? Okay.
I don't know about Harold Potter, so.
Harold Potter. The Harry Potter fans are saying, like, Harry, it's Harry.
Kill him. Kill him.
I know you're being funny, but it's not. It's Harry, not Harold.
Stupid Pinhead guys pissing me off.
So it says here, it's time for Harry Potter to join the ranks of prestige TV. According to The Hollywood Reporter, there are talks of live-action Harry Potter TV projects, not just one, but projects going on at Warner Brothers and HBO Max. The article from THR did note that these conversations are in their very early stages, as no writers or talent are currently attached to any specific projects at the moment. It appears as though executives at HBO Max and Warner Brothers are actively working on a way to bring the Harry Potter franchise to TV, and they are listening to pitches from various writers about how they can make that happen. So at this time, there isn't a concrete answer or direction. So, but I think it's still interesting. It's something that they definitely need to mine, because it is a gold mine essentially.
Oh, no doubt.
Right now
No doubt.
you've only got the Fantastic Beasts movies, which and that one's been held off. The third one has been held off, of course.
No more Depp either. So
Right, Johnny Depp has been kicked off, but he got his 10 mil. He got 10 million, even if he didn't get to film that movie. Or he
It's all going to court now.
Not for nothing. It's not for me, but hey, for you Harold Potter fans out there, I'm happy for you, because you guys are this is your Star Wars. Like, Star Wars got theirs, DC got theirs, Marvel got theirs. Where's ours?
Yeah.
Well, here you go, Harold Potter fans. Now you got it. Congratulations.
Star Trek, they're just like, you want some more Discovery?
Yeah, Star Trek over there, they're like, yeah, you see
you
what
want some?
like you see this over here. This is how you do. Star Trek's like, what do you think we are? People that give you what you want. Go back in your cage. It's clean. So that's why I'm congratulating Harold Potter fans and Star Wars fans, because us Star Trek fans over here, we'll continue to be told, enjoy the grot and gruel that you were. You should
Pretty
be
much.
lucky to have that.
Thankful.
Well,
So
we
I
gave
kinda
you
envious
Picard.
and jealous
Sit
of
down
you
and
guys
shut
out
up.
there. Yeah, exactly. Sit down. We gave you Picard, even though
Yeah.
wink,
And it
wink,
was
it's
horrible,
not
we know, but
Picard.
you got what you wanted. Now shut up.
Oh yeah, Star Wars and Marvel, we got like 20 shows each. Like,
Yeah, and even DC's even like that. We got our Snyder. Everybody's dancing. Star Trek's over here like, get back in your cage, boy. Okay, we're good. Don't beat me again.
I'll just go watch Generations again. It's okay.
Yeah, I know. I'll go watch Deep Space Nine for the 400th time. Stop.
So actually, in Harry Potter, which I think we're gonna have to do a marathon of sorts here eventually.
Oh no!
You can see the adventures of Harold Potter. So Harry Potter, when the story starts out, he's actually living in the cupboard under the stairs. So yeah, he lives there, and then his cousin Dudley will go down the stairs, and he'll stop right in the middle, and he'll jump on the stairs to like wake up Harry and like stop.
Poor Harold, man.
Yeah, so
The books are far worse from what my wife said.
oh god,
like he kicks
Like-
his ass in the book.
No, like that, like abuse. It was like
oh, the
abuse,
abuse.
like the abuse
I
that
thought you meant, like, the
Harry
books
got.
are trash.
Oh no! Like the abuse that Harry got from the other kids and from his family and shit.
We
Right.
only like the first one was mandatory reading when I was like because it was just starting and when I was in high school, and they were, from what I read, like they were dark for the books that they were.
Oh hell
marketing.
yeah!
They're
They
dark.
talked about death and they talked about
Yeah.
like,
Tragedy,
loss.
loss, family. Like they talk about some really heavy stuff for children. For it to be a children's book, Harold is a pretty deep. Like it's on par with some of those really deep thinking books. Like
Didn't she write the first Harold Potter book on a BlackBerry too?
No,
yeah.
she wrote it on a napkin. On a napkin.
On a napkin? I thought it was a BlackBerry on the
coffee shop.
subway.
Yeah, I
the
thought-
first
I was
few
about to
chapters.
say
No,
the
the first few chapters were on a napkin,
No, I
Dang.
mean a napkin. Yeah.
and then somewhere else, like with the next few.
I mean,
chapters.
this is obviously way before she went crazy, but I just was kind of curious.
Crazy.
Is that-
What do you mean crazy?
well, remember she started going nuts and she started rewriting things and like she's just kind of writing as much as she can.
Well, that's what she is. She's a writer. So I don't fucking
Oh my
understand what you're
gosh.
trying to say.
The one time Kuya was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make sense for once.
No, I don't understand what you're trying to say. Like what do you mean she?
Well,
went
she
crazy?
kept like changing characters, like, oh well, Dumbledore's gay now, and then this guy's gay now, and then this dude's gay now. Remember that character? Oh, it's gay now.
When people ask her if Dumbledore was gay, and she just answered the question, yeah, she is. Like he is.
That's fine, but like, why?
Yeah,
is
but like
she,
she didn't retcon
she was-
it. It's like, oh, let me just fucking change it
yeah,
here.
but wasn't she going nuts on Twitter or something like that too?
No, it's people that are trying to cancel her because she said that transgenders are like not.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what she said.
Oh.
It's not because of the characters.
Yeah, and I thought that's what Jester was leading up to.
No, like it was just like
So did
like,
I. That's not where I thought that was going. I'm like,
No, I
no.
just- I
Like
remember hearing
she
about
was
this
saying because because I guess some trans fans were Harry Potter fans were just saying, "Oh, is this character trans?" And then she was like, "No." Well, why not? Because they're not trans. And I don't understand, but like all then she said something about being trans and all that stuff.
I got you.
And then everybody fucking like
And then
crucified her and
cancel
shit.
culture came to the
Of course.
I think she also flipped the switch now. She used to be very like everyone's like equality, and then now she flipped the switch on it too.
That's no, I mean it was because like she's a billionaire now, and she doesn't give a shit about anybody anymore.
Yeah, she's part of the 1%ers now. Like,
yeah, so
or at least close to
she's the writer of the books. She can say whatever the fuck she wants about the books.
I think she helped write the
when the play happened, like that Harry Potter play in London, and people were critiquing the shit out of the actress being black. She was like, "Where in my books did you say that Hermione was white?"
Right.
And everybody was like, like all the little experts, and like, where the fuck was it? And nothing, nothing. And then she was like, nothing, exactly.
It says Hermione. It's printed on white paper.
Hermione, like the description of Hermione was brown eyes and brown curly hair. That's it.
Oh my gosh, dude.
See, and this is the problem with fucking the cancel culture people.
She obviously white because she's on white paper, and I know she's white power.
But Hermione is printed in black ink.
Oh, definitely she's black then. Fuck.
Hell
there you go.
no,
By the way, that play was also it also was released in San Francisco and I think New York as well.
Yeah.
So
and again, like
first child,
like when George Lucas went nuts with Star Wars, the prequels and all that stuff, and people were critiquing him. I was one of the ones that said, "Hey, you know what? It's his fucking thing."
Yeah.
He wrote it, and then let him do whatever the fuck he wants because he created it.
My ignorance was just saying that like I just heard stuff. I thought she went nuts. You know what I mean? That's what I understood.
She just went nuts because she became a billionaire and she didn't care about anybody.
Oh, okay.
Anymore.
Well, money does that. So
which is normal.
Yeah. It's just a normal money thing. So it's
as you were.
As you were peasant.
Some people, they get that much money and they turn up and they go out and dress up as a bat during the night and beat the shit out of people.
As you were peasant.
It's something productive.
It's called justice, guys.
Right,
it's called justice.
Face. Right in the face.
Right? It's justice in your face.
And then the hospital bills that they have to pay for. Like...
and then he says, I am the knight, I am vengeance. But it's about justice, guys.
He doesn't kill anyone. He just
but get the fuck out of here with that.
Bills do it, right, Mike?
Get the flying fuck out of this. Like Batman doesn't kill shit.
This is why you need to read Batman the White Knight. It's a good story, and it addresses that. It addresses that stuff.
That's why I know Kuya would hate Batwoman. Oh, because like I told you, Mike, at work, that code over and over. We want to talk about how we're not Batman, but we're gonna keep with the Batman code over and over again.
Bruce Wayne will be here, but he's not really Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
he'll be Elliot. Oh,
yeah,
it's Batmobile. And then what? Okay, so we're going off of Batwoman now.
Oh, Jason Todd. Jason Todd is the exception to the rule, right?
This bugged the shit out of me in that the first episode of Batwoman season 2. He needs to. What's his name? The Fox's kid, Lucius Fox's kid.
Rico Fox or some knockoff nonsense. It's like Robert Fox. Robert
Star Fox. I don't know what the fuck.
Tommy Elliott as Bruce Wayne finds the Batcave because Fox shows him the Batcave, leads him into it, and then he finds the Batmobile. He has to get after Batwoman to get the suit. So he can he can wear the Batwoman suit. The Batwoman.
Wait. So Tommy Elliott of Hush.
Yes.
Fucking got led to the Batcave by Lucius Fox.
Well, he's dressed. So he's not.
He got plastic. He did face-off shit. He did face-off shit where he got plastic surgery.
He looks like Bruce Wayne.
Face off and make him look like Bruce Wayne. So now he can infiltrate the area and waltz right in because Rico Fox wouldn't know any different.
Wait. Was it Rico Fox or was it Lucius that led him to the Batcave?
No, the son of Lucius.
Lucius is not in this universe. Lucius is not in
because Lucius Fox is one of the most trusted and one of the best friends that Bruce has. He would know who the fuck that
It's
that's
his
not
baby boy. It's his baby boy. Lucius Fox is not in this. It's everybody. And I want this on record. I'm glad we segued over here because Batwoman does need to get some topic on this podcast. So I'm glad we've moved to this. I have to put this on record, like I talked to Mike about. This is a universe where everybody's their bargain bin Dollar Tree knockoff version. So you want Raja Ghul in the League of Shadows. You're not gonna get that. You're gonna get Katya and the band of misfits. You want Victor Freeze? You're not gonna get that. You're gonna get Cold Man and his friend Icicle. You want Bruce Wayne to be Batman? Well, we'll tease you. You're tired of those knockoffs? We're gonna bring him in. No, we're just kidding. We're gonna make sure that the guy gets killed in the same episode to build anything. So it's these knockoffs. It's these knockoffs. It's not just Batwoman. It's not Batman. Fine. You could build really strong characters there, but you're too busy siphoning off the leftovers of Batman. The Code. The knockoff Robert Kopp 99-cent store toys that you would give to your kid because you're either you can't afford it. If you can't afford it, that's fine.
You're hitting a little too close to home for me there.
It does to me too because it was the difference is my mom was just a cheap bitch, because she was using it for things she shouldn't have been using it for. But the point is, you're giving us stuff we don't want. Like it's like that scene in Malibu's. I don't got drink. I got Gamecast. We want to play PlayStation 3. Like we want to play PlayStation. I got Gamecast. What the fuck is Gamecast? I want to play PlayStation. I don't know. I got Gamecast, bro. I can't help you. Like that's what Batwoman is. That's what Batwoman equivalent is. I want Batman. Can't help you there. I got Batwoman. Okay, so what about the Rogues Gallery? Iceman or Mr. Freeze? Nope. Frost. You got Scarecrow? No, 10.
Oh yeah, I got one. All right. You want Joker? No, we got Jester instead.
Right?
Exactly. Only the difference.
You want the Penguin? No, we get you the Booby.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is ridiculous. Like, and then the Batmobile, like Mike was saying, it's a sports car. Like you want this.
The Batmobile is cool. That's cool.
No, the Batmobile is cool, but the idea behind it still goes into the same. Like we're gonna do the very bare minimum. Like I guarantee you, the Batmobile portion of that whole show was someone was like, okay, guys. Can we do something cool, man? Like we did these 99-cent store Dollar World fucking guys over here. Can we like make her have at least something to ride in? And then that's when you get the cool ass sports car. But everything else is just diamond bargain bin. Just it's not even like what the hell, Alice.
Dude,
Who cares about this basic bitch?
It just sounds so dumb. Like I don't even want to bother watching it. I mean, and the fact that I don't know, Kuya, are you even gonna watch it? I mean, at least you get Bat boobies.
She's good though. The actress is really good.
That's why I'm giving a chance because she's fantastic.
I haven't seen. As soon as I heard it was Ruby Rose in the first season, I'm like, nope, not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I didn't care about her.
But the second season, I might give it a chance just because.
Give it a chance. She's good, and
she's fantastic, man.
Character story is way better. Way better.
Would I know her from something else that she's done?
No, she's not. I think this is her breakout role.
Really?
I mean, and this is her biggest role to date.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like with Ruby Rose where you kind of had something like Orange is the New Black was, but no, this is nothing. You don't know her, like. Which is cool to me. I like that idea because it's giving her a chance to like really blossom. It's just shit that a beautiful goddess, this beautiful flower, has to blossom on a stack of fucking diaper shit. Like
that's how people grow, or that's how flowers grow, don't it?
This one shouldn't.
Okay.
And they don't grow on a stack of baby diaper shit either. Show me that, and it's a real one, not a meme. Like, show me where flowers grow out of stacks of baby diaper shit.
I guess
I'll wait.
Batwoman. I guess
Batwoman, yeah, Batwoman will be like this beautiful goddess, and she has to be put in like, I'm in a sitcom about sawdust.
Yeah, her back must hurt for carrying the fucking show right now, right?
It sounds like, from what you guys are talking about, it sounds like she's carrying it all by herself.
She might as well be.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Her and Rico Fox.
Well, I hope she gets some more jobs then, at least, you know.
Just to
to
answer your question, like any sort of CW type of shows, I try to give it a chance, and if I don't like it anymore, I just stop watching.
Have you seen The Flash, Kuya?
The last time I saw The Flash was season 3, at the end of season 3.
Okay.
Hey, that's when I stopped, dude. I stopped there too.
I just stopped like right there. The fucking Arrow, I stopped at season 1 just because I was just like,
I stopped at 6, dude. I'm
not really a fan of Green Arrow because it's Robin Hood. Who cares?
The only reason why I give this show a chance is the same. Like, I get it. It's fun to bash CW, but
no. They're good at what they do.
I'm not talking about you indirectly.
Yeah.
There is a group of people that go, it's on a CW. Let's not be remiss. There used to be a time. They used to have a different name, correct? But there used to be a time where, especially for young adults,
Smallville, man.
Smallville,
UPN?
Buffy,
UPN, right?
There's a huge chunk of Roswell. There's a huge chunk of good shows that really push forward good programming for young adolescents.
Roswell's from them too.
Yes.
Oh snap!
So we're talking about
that fucker without the belly button, right? That's the
and Angel can even be included in there.
Yeah, Angel.
And as much as I don't like to admit it, it still has significance on pop culture. Charmed, the original Charmed. There are a group of shows that came out during that time that gave CW credibility in the first place. So don't just write it off right off the bat. We need to see in actions, we need to see in deeds, not like talking.
I like the fact that the CW universe, like, they kind of sort of united, and along with the one with the CBS with Supergirl. They did the little crossovers and stuff. I thought that was kind of cool.
And that is cool. And
but again, as a fucking just as a fan of the stories through the comic books, like when I see something that I don't like I just roll my eyes, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna act like a fucking purist right here. I'm not gonna watch this. Because this is bullshit.
and see.
No, that's the thing.
Why I wasn't selling it to you, because I promise you.
That's why I gave.
100% beyond a shadow of a doubt, you would absolutely despise Batwoman.
I never followed Batwoman in the comic books at all. Like, I never did. Just because
you really hate the show.
Like when I heard, like, she was a CIA operative, I'm like, no. Like, there's nobody in the Bat family that is a CIA operative. And then she's lesbian. Okay, cool. But what has that got to do with her being Batwoman?
Right.
It has nothing to do with anything at all. And then she has issues with her daddy. That might tie in a little bit, but then it's like, the daddy is the handler for the CIA.
Oh, okay. You see, I could get how it might help with her character arc.
Yeah, I mean, again, in the comic books, like, I guess from what I heard, the Batwoman character is not bad. Okay. The Ruby Rose version was absolute trash.
That's what I heard.
Apparently, in the comic book, I haven't read them like you.
I haven't read them.
She's supposed to be a badass. Like,
no, she's brutal. From what I heard, she's besides Jason Todd, she's one of the people that actually fucking
dispatches bodies, like
hurt people, because CIA training.
Yeah, she's supposed
Let's just be real about it.
I might have to read one of her comic books, because I mean,
I do too now, because I've been described as badass.
Wasn't there a cartoon?
Batwoman, I'm like, okay, and then they said,
wasn't there a cartoon, Mike? There was a cartoon about, like, with Batwoman, and because, like, Batman was trying to tell her, you need to calm your ass down, whatever.
Animated films.
And then like, Batman died supposedly, and it was like Damian and Batwoman and the other people are trying to
look for Batman. That's actually a good one. too.
Yeah, that was the one that I actually caught with Batwoman, and but like she was just like a side character because like
Right.
everybody wanted to introduce Damien and Nightwing into the mix. So I'm just like, hey, cool. I like
see,
Damien. I like Nightwing. So I'm
I
like, cool.
guess this leads up to my overall point to hammer it home to end it on my part. Like I said, we don't. This is why I'll give the Lois and Superman show a chance because we got Superman
And Lois. Don't
and
forget
Lois. Okay, do you
With
not see
teenage
where I'm?
fucking children.
It doesn't
Why not?
matter. It
Something
doesn't
new.
matter. That doesn't matter.
What are their names? Wicked and Speed? What the fuck?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know where you're going, Kuya. I get it. It does not matter. What I'm saying is we're getting the actual IP. We're not getting Supergirl or Supergirls and Superman's cousin from a distant planet, Jane
Space
L,
Mountain
or we're not getting Bob Buckwheat, who's like we don't
Like Mike
we
L,
want
right?
dude.
we want Superman, we want Batman. I know this is gonna hurt. Ooh, Batman. We want Wonder Woman. We want the Green Lantern. We want Martian Manhunter. We don't want his sidekick Buck, who gives him coffee. We don't care. Why do you think these characters have sustained and last the test of time? Because we wanted to hear about Jimmy Olsen's adventures, taking paper copies and pictures. No, we want to know
T.
about.
Willikers. I am
Yeah, like we
Superman's
really,
best friend.
we like seriously. You know what we want. So pull the trigger on. You're gonna because I've already heard that by season 3, Batwoman will be canceled.
Okay.
If that's the case,
Thank God.
that's gonna suck. But let's go forward with the Batman show, as I've been saying over and over again, because no one cares about Robert Cop. They want to see RoboCop.
Robert.
No
Cop.
one cares about Dave Tracy. They want to see Dick Tracy. No one cares about Judge Bob. They want to see Judge Dredd.
Yep.
Stop the shit. That's all I'm saying. Cut the shit.
Yo, speaking of, because I'm on. I think I'm almost at season 8 of Smallville. Yo, man, Supergirl's so annoying. Gosh, she's so annoying. Drives me nuts.
You don't like her,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, I don't like her. I don't like her at all. I prefer the other girl from the current show.
Wow, you prefer Melissa?
I do at this point.
Oh, that hurts my heart, man. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This one just
that makes you guys even because, like,
I know that's the Shrek.
The Shrek thing that broke Jester's heart there.
Oh
shit.
man, yeah, I died inside, man. I really did when he told me that. But
yeah, I'll peruse and take a look at Batwoman whenever I can, just because, like, Pinhead is like highly positive about the actress portraying Batwoman. So I'm just
that's
gonna
a
see.
rarity apparently on this.
Oh
show.
yeah, shit.
Yeah, and then I want to mention Kate Kane's father in the show, played by Dougray Scott. For like all of season 1, he doesn't know that that his daughter is Batwoman, and he's like coming after her, and like so that adds to like the drama. So you should check out season 1.
Daddy issues. You gonna arrest me,
Martha.
Alrighty, so that's a perfect segue to Superman and Lois. I didn't get to talk about it last episode, but I actually don't. I'm not a big fan of what's this guy, Tyler Hoechlin.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan
of Superman ever since they introduced him in Supergirl and then of course the Arrowverse crossovers. But I'm actually willing to give this show a shot because when the first trailer that they showed was just it was okay. It wasn't really a whole lot. But the new trailer that they released like a few weeks ago actually got to me for whatever reason. And
so that's my question. I want to ask you because that was a huge turnaround from what we talked about in private about how we both agreed this is because he's so milquetoast. He's like, I'm Superman, guys. Let's go do stuff.
He does. Fellas. He looks like the bargain bin Superman for sure.
Exactly. We're going back to, and it's a perfect, like he said, because back to Robert Cop. This is not RoboCop.
I think.
So my question
this
to you
is Mike L, not Cal L, right? So
exactly. So what happened, Mike? Like,
So
because all of a sudden I get this, I'm on board, hell yeah! Like I'm like, what the?
so in that trailer, so the whole theme of the trailer, I didn't know about this in the show. It shows Clark and Lois like they lost their jobs, so they lost their jobs as reporters, and then he's talking about like how he can be a better father, a better parent, and that's the parent stuff is what got to me. And I was like, wow,
I
this
get
is
that.
this is actually like going somewhere where they've got two teenage boys, and they already mentioned them in the big multiverse crossover 2 years ago. So they mentioned that they already have kids. So the two teenage boys are Jonathan and Jordan. So of course Jonathan after
Jordan Kent.
Jonathan Kent.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, they're doing something new in essence, so why not, right? But yeah, a lot. But when you look at that new trailer, reminded me a lot of Man of Steel. Some of the shots look very Man of Steelish. As far
Is that why you're gonna give it a shot? Is it because it looked like Man of Steel?
It's not just that, but it's the overall feel of that trailer where he's like trying to come to grips. Superman is trying to come to grips as like, okay, I have to be Superman, but I'm also a father to these two teenage boys who could potentially have my powers or not. And the two kids don't even know that their dad is Superman. Like he's kept it from them for the longest time.
This is gonna be the Asylum's version of Man of Steel, like when they do Transmorphers instead of Transformers. Like, so yeah, okay, I could see how you could see Man of Steel in that if it was like a 99-cent store budget. Yeah, for sure. Like,
so well, some of the shots some fans did some comparison shots, and I can see the inspiration from it at least. And then of course we're getting Lana Lang in the show as well.
Really?
And General Sam Lane, Lois's father.
Wait. So Clark and Lois goes back to Smallville, and then Lana Lang
That's
is
where
there.
they're living. They're living in Smallville, if I'm not mistaken. Or they moved back
And
to Smallville. Yeah.
Interesting.
on the record, so we all know and refresh my memory, especially, but for the audience, when is this supposed to premiere?
February 23.
Woo!
Not too long from now. And what they did is they pushed back the Flash premiere for this show. And this will get a 2-hour debut. So you're getting 2 hours of it.
2-hour nap, nice.
Give you a good chunk of the
Jordan
Knight.
Knight. Or Jordan Kent, huh?
I said a 2-hour nap. That's awesome. I'll be there.
Someone who's like, oh, Smallville. Oh my God.
Jordan Kent.
This ain't no Smallville.
Yeah, I know. I'm
sorry. This ain't no Smallville.
Just I've seen the guy play Superman, and he's just like you said, milk toast is the perfect word. He's just so lame.
So like if Superman was vegan, that's probably what you're gonna look like,
Yeah, and he can't stop telling you he's vegan. That's him. Right
I know exactly. Like vegan games, he has the mother. Yeah, I'm vegan, so be vegan with me. It's like, but he doesn't have that intensity. He has it. I'm vegan, guys. When you like you want a nice tofu turkey?
Like can you see Tyler like work a fucking a hay bale or work a tractor or anything like that? Can you see that?
Yeah,
I can see
because I can see Henry Cavill do that.
Well,
actually, I
can see Dean Cain do that.
I do too.
You know what I'm talking about?
But I will say this.
I mean, I can't see Tyler do any of those farm works.
I can with the help of Lois.
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
Wow!
By himself? No. Sorry. Yeah, Dean Cain. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
and that's not a good look for your Superman. This guy, for all intents purposes, I don't care. This is his name is Superman, not average boy.
Right, could be vegan man.
Even super boy. You see here, not
vegan
lackluster man. Jim. Like nobody cares about lackluster Jim. We want Superboy or Superman. No one cares about lackluster Jim.
That guy just reminds me of that guy at the gym that just can't stop looking at himself in the mirror.
I know, who kisses his guns all the time.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
All right, like they're doing this.
Yeah,
or they're wiping
God's
their
gift to
face
women
with their shirt, looking at their abs in the mirror.
You know, dousing themselves in gallons of Axe spray.
Jeez Louise. Again, these guys shitting on Superman and Lois. Like the Matrix.
Hey,
No. Hey. We're
Henry
not.
Cavill. That's
Mike-
all I gotta say, buddy.
Mike, we're not
Henry
shitting on
Cavill.
Superman or Lois. We're shitting on the actors that are playing Superman and Lois.
No, just the guy that plays Superman. I don't care.
Yeah,
about
the-
Lois.
I'm
on
not
TV.
shitting on
On TV.
Julia's in his own boat. I'm shitting on this actor who plays Superman,
Yeah.
Milk Toast Man,
Fucking
coming
vegan
to
man.
save the day. If you need a cat out of your tree, here I am.
Like if
There's
Superman
a
would
lady
do
being
yoga,
raped around the corner, sir. No,
if Superman would do
stopped that.
yoga, I think he would look like Tyler, right?
Well, he does. Superman does yoga.
Okay.
Hey,
What?
let's not kick yoga here.
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
that's
Batman
not
doesn't do yoga.
that's
And,
not
and
the
like
most.
in the back of the barn, he has like a little batch of kombucha and shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's got to be eating the
Fucking-
healthy stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, well that's great. I'm glad he likes to grind his kale into a smoothie. That's cool. Great.
Well, he just chews it up and he mixes it in his mouth.
Well, good for him. He's like
No,
then he'll be
isn't kale super green? Because that might be a weakness.
It's not kryptonite.
Nah, it's not.
You never know,
kryptonite,
man,
no,
'cause
I
it's
get where you're
green.
going. I get where you're going, but it's not. But if it was laced with kryptonite, which I hope it will be, so it'll end this within one season. You know,
Bring back Tom Welling, baby.
it's not
No.
just, and I get you wanted to go for a little more toned down, but we're getting to the point. Like, I would have much rather had a honey, let's go save some people type of Superman over a. Hey fellas, you want to go play some tiddlywinks and jacks? Like, I'm gonna go save a cat out. Like, no one cares about that. Like, who wants to sit down for an hour? Which
Yeah.
I
I would take
45
Tom
minutes with
Welling.
who
right?
wants to sit down
Bring him
for
back.
45
Tom Welling
minutes?
is done with the role.
And that's why I'm not bringing up
Or
Tom Welling.
or
I'm
bring
saying-
or
I'm
like
saying-
bring Brandon Routh or Ruth or
Dude,
whatever
No,
the fuck.
I
his name is.
really
no,
like Brandon. Brandon's amazing.
No. The being a new Superman is not the problem. Being a new Superman that goes, oh gee willikers, folks, let's go. If you're more milquetoast than Christopher Reeve during a milquetoast time, you're pathetic. Okay, and you're like, come on, like, shucks, fellas, let's go out and play some hacky sack, like, or something like. No one cares about that. We want an assertive, strong Superman who's here to save the day. I don't care what aisle of the land you come from. We want an assertive, strong Superman. We don't want. And that's not a good look for my Superman. So that's all I'm saying. And I'll leave it at that.
Right. So as far as Tom Welling,
No, I know he's not coming back.
I
It
wasn't.
would be great, but it's not going to happen.
I wasn't happy with that Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover and what they did to his character. So,
Oh, yeah.
yep.
Yeah, that was one thing that pissed me off too. Why'd you do our boy like that?
Well, I don't think they did that. I think it was also what he wanted.
That was his doing?
I think so. With how he acts, like, because
He's over it.
I don't want to spoil anything for Jester until Jester finishes
Yeah.
at least
I got some more seasons.
the show.
Well,
So-
that doesn't spoil it for him though, because we're talking about now the man, not the character or the television show.
Right.
So-
But I have a feeling.
but I get what you're saying. We'll talk about it when baby boy is not in the room. So
yeah.
Or
'cause
when
I mean,
he's done.
I want to know about that, because that's if that's the case, that kind of hurts my soul.
Yeah. So I was really looking forward to his return, and then that happened, and I was like, no, that doesn't sit well with me. Holy shit, dude.
Okay.
All right. So next up, we've got the Lego Star Wars game. You'll be able to play on 23 different planets,
Whoa.
Ooh.
300 playable characters,
Shit.
Whoa.
including
It's an
Jester's
open world
favorite.
game?
Yeah, I was like,
Rose, dude.
or, what's her name? Admiral Holdo my beer while I do.
Oh my gosh, dude! No way.
Is this an open world Lego game?
I think so. Like
I don't know,
Because
man.
this sounds like a huge open.
Well, they're changing the whole. So you know how like with most Lego games, it would be like. I mean, you guys have played a Lego game, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
that-
so you know how they would always pretty much stick to the same formula of how like it's designed. Well, based off the trailers, they're changing it up like completely.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm very excited for this one. You
Shit,
gotta see
I
the
might
trailer,
get
man.
back into the foray because I haven't played a Lego game since the
Harold Potter.
second one after they started talking.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, so go watch the trailer, dude, and you'll be blown away because it looks totally
Okay.
different. Like there's actually aiming now with the blasters and stuff.
Oh, okay. I'm
That's
gonna
cool.
send me
Yeah.
a link to that, please.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, so this
Put
one
it
is
in the chat.
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. So it's all 9 episodes.
And I think Mandalorian's in there too, actually.
Right. It's coming this spring.
All right.
Yep. So yeah, Darth Maul, Kylo Ren, no less than 28 unique locations that players can visit in total. And then 300 characters. That's a lot.
That's awesome.
So everyone from like 2-1B, the medical droid, and Dry Darth, like Baby
Hey,
Yoda,
maybe
Grogu.
Watto will be in there.
Wait, is this gonna be like a battle royale or something, or like, is this
No,
gonna be
it's
like a multiplayer?
That's why I'm like I'm confused because
Like,
it's
why
either
is
going to
there,
be a
like, so many
battle royale or
characters?
an open world. There's no.
it's just
Yeah, 'cause
characters that
it-
you could play that have different abilities.
That's why I
Wait,
said.
no,
send me
is
the
it gonna be
link
like
so I
is it gonna
can
be like
see if
Battlefront? Like it's gonna be like Battlefront 2 or something?
No, I don't. I think it'll be
Sound
its own
battle
thing
footage.
based off the trailer. It looks like it's just going to be its own
Oh
thing.
yeah, so it says here even more exciting is the game's open world galaxy.
Oh snap!
Hey, there we
Alright.
see.
Yep.
So
Man,
now
my
I'm
wife
in.
and I are going to crush that. I'm so excited for that game.
Please send me that link. I am definitely in.
Yeah, that's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to play that.
Yeah.
Yep.
When
I'm
does that
that
drop, by the
excited
way,
for a
Mike? Have
Lego
they done
game.
a release date yet?
It just says spring 2021.
Okay.
So coming up in the next few months or so. Oh wait, shit. It's saying here like up to 45. Oh, unlike previous Lego Star Wars games, players will be able to tackle the order of the movies any way they wish in the Skywalker Saga. Every episode will contain 5 missions, adding up to 45 levels in total.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
So
That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah, that's a lot. Yep. All righty. And then Pinhead is going to talk about Psycho Goreman. So go ahead, take it away.
So there's been a lot of scuttlebutt, as it were, I guess, in the horror movie community right now. They're just blowing up, and this comes from the Astron 6 company. These guys created. They're known for making those low budget throwbacks to the 80s, early 90s. Like they got movies like Man Borg, Man versus Borg. It's funny we're into this point because it goes back to the 99-cent store story where Robert Cobb and it's not the Terminator, it's Man Borg. The difference is, and this is on the verge of hypocrisy, I understand this. The difference is with them, it's intentional and they know what they're doing. They know that they're under budget. They know that they can't make a whole lot they can't make very much, but they make the most of what they have very little of. We're talking about like $200,000, $300,000 budgets. That's very, even in the horror community of movie making, especially when you get in the upper echelon, that's very, very small budget. And these guys do the best with what they can work with. And they created, I'm not very sure exactly who the guy is. I'll have to really research up on it, but it's not about him. It's about the movie. For the most part, it's the guys. It's one of the guys who created The Void, and The Void is one of the best horror, like H.P. Lovecraft love letters in the last 20 years. His follow-up is this movie called Psycho Goreman, and this movie is by far, we're still early in the year, but this movie is by far one of my favorite films of the year. And it's going to take a lot of you some hard work to beat this, because this movie is fantastic. Without spoiling it, without getting into really brass tacks and really, which I really would like to do, but without spoiling it, it is one of the most fun movies I have watched in a very, very long time. The cast is, you're not going to get this A celebrity, oh, this is great. This is like a B movie. So right off the bat, put it there. Like, make sure that you're in B movie territory. I'm trying to think of a couple examples, like, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, maybe.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, it's in that. It's also got that same it's got that same vibe of Killer Clowns from Outer Space, with the over the top gore of something like a Tokyo Gore Police, or
Oh, okay.
even like certain parts of like I don't want to say Tetsuo the Iron, but it's more like Tokyo Gore Police meets Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's got that same humor of Killer Clowns from Outer Space with the budget and the gore of Tokyo Gore Police. So if you set yourself in that kind of mind frame, you'll be all right. It's definitely a very unique, really. I don't want to sell it as heartwarming, but it is the main girl is a little monster. But she has some of the best character growth in any movie that's been out in a long time. I think that I don't know, her name's Nita Josie Hana, I think is her name, but she plays Mimi. She's a rotten little shit. At first, you're gonna like really hate her because she's the epitome of rotten, entitled little shithead child. But as you go forward, as she meets the demon that is released out onto the world, and I don't like calling him a demon because it's like it, but without ruining the story, I have to make it as vague as I possibly can. So she initially, her and her brother release a demon out onto the world, for a lack of better term, and it's about the relationship that first it becomes about controlling him, and then it becomes about like her becoming a better person. And there's a lot of aspects in the movie that's really good, and I highly recommend it. And I'm going to say it here. This has been a long time since I've done this. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Ooh.
It's a very long time, and the only reason why it's not a 10 is because there's certain aspects that he could have tweaked in, and it's not because of the budget. There's certain aspects he could have tweaked, especially knowing that he's done a film, an actual feature film, before I have. There's aspects he could have tweaked that we've all learned from film books, film school, whatever. There's certain aspects in the movie he could have tweaked, that he could have like thought about on his feet to make up for the budget problems that he had, that he kind of didn't do. But overall, it's 9.5 out of 10. And if I was in a really great mood, it would be a 10 out of 10, because this is what horror should be like going forward, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody goes, oh, horror's not scary anymore. We can make scary horror, but it's not going to be in the way that you wanted it. It's never going to be that way. With the oversaturation of jump scares in horror movies over the last, and I'm being generous, over the last 15 years, and that's being very nice to horror, but the jump scares within horror over the last 15 years, it's really desensitized people. so that even if you do a tense kind of and it even resembles a little bit of jump scare, people aren't scared. So now we have to go into the territory where horror movies get back to what horror movies were intended for in the first place, and that is to be absolute fun. And this one is just a blast. Even if you don't like, it's not for kids. Do not mistake me. But this could be a good date night movie if you've got, especially if you got the right kind of female or person in your life. Doesn't matter if you got the right significant other in your life. It's a very entertaining, fun film. It's a quick 90-minute watch that you can all watch and sit back and be like, that was actually really entertaining. The gore may be not for you and over the top, but there's great moments in it where you go, that actually was a very, very entertaining movie. And that's what we need to get back into horror. We need to stop the pretentious, I'm telling a story, I'm better than everyone, I'm making art house horror, and it's too above. Enough.
Where can
That's not what. Huh?
Where can we see?
Oh, where can we see this? You're gonna have to rent it.
What platforms did you?
So you can rent it anywhere. You can rent it at Vudu, Amazon. It's worldwide right now. As far as if your major platform has the what do you call it, same day in theater function, and I mean on demand, Amazon has it.
Okay, cool.
You know, everyone has it. If you can find that, Psycho Goreman is there. I'm glad you told me that, Mike. I needed to. However, I will say this, and I want people to support this. I have a good feeling that it will be on Shudder here pretty soon because it's a Shudder exclusive. It's a Shudder made produced movie. They're producing, as far as where most of the money comes from, it comes from Shudder. So I'm pretty sure it'll be on that streaming platform soon. But as I said, in the meantime, thank you, Mike, for pointing that out. It's on. You got Amazon, you have Vudu. It's like I got it on Vudu for $6.99, and it was hella worth it. It was. I would have bought it for $15 if I wasn't so obsessed with physical copies. So $7 that I paid for it, it was worth it because, like I said, it's a heartwarming horror movie. I'll leave it at that. Without spoiling it, it's a very heartwarming horror movie that pushes horror in the right direction. I cannot say enough nice things about this because this is where we need to go. Like I said, we need to push horror. We need to scare people, and not only that, we need to let them have a great time, whether it's in the comfort of their own home or at the movie theater. Because fellas, and I'm speaking because I'm a fellas out there, you ain't gonna get too far with your old sweetheart with a horror movie that's, well, I'm a movie about story and I'm telling a message. Like, that's really getting the panties wet, right? You know, I'm telling a story about a girl in the woods. And it's not about the witch. She's really not a witch. She's the symbolism of females across the world. She embodies everything that is the suffragette. Like, we get it. You're telling a message. That ain't making the panties wet for your fellas out there. You want a good date movie? This is for you. For your females out there, I ain't leaving it at, you want the old CC, you know, you want the lollipop, you want to lick the lollipop. This is one for your man. You want the good Netflix and chill night. Psycho Goreman. It's for everybody except for children. 9.5 out of 10. I'm really trying. Like, I need to stop now before I give it a 10 out of 10 because it's not a 10 out of 10 movie. But it definitely has the heart of a 10 out of 10 movie. So check it out. It is most definitely a rent it movie.
Cool.
Thank you.
Alrighty, yeah, and I also looked at iTunes store, and it's there as well.
Awesome.
On Apple. Yep. Alrighty.
I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube too. So as
cool.
far as renting.
Very cool. Alrighty, and then I also want to bring up I checked out The Little Things on HBO Max. The new Denzel Washington Rami Malek and Jared Leto. Just
That
as
one was
great.
tough.
Ew.
Yep. So I thought it was interesting. It definitely could have been more intense. I was thinking it was going to get more intense, but the fact that anytime Jared Leto was on screen, he always kept he always left me like guessing, like what was he going to do? You know.
Are you gonna start a cult, or are you not gonna start a cult? I mean, what are we doing here?
Well, and full disclosure, I looked it up. From what I heard, this script has been developed since 1993.
Yeah, and at one point Spielberg was supposed to direct it.
Yeah.
A lot of other filmmakers were supposed to do it. So it's directed by John Lee Hancock, and he also wrote the screenplay as well.
Yep.
And it's got a running time of like 2 hours 7 minutes. So the story
2 hours and 3 minutes, to be honest, because like we said in the WandaVision episode,
Yeah.
we get that long gap of
right.
credits where it's just
Oh.
like, oh, shit.
No,
Hey.
what movie is this on again? Or I'm sorry, what streaming service is this on again?
HBO
HBO Max
and it's also in movie theaters.
and movie theaters.
Yeah. So
I will say,
I do want to bring up, unlike WandaVision or The Little Things with has like padded minutes for like credits, the Snyder cut is 4 hours without credits. You're getting full 4 hours without extra fluff.
Oh, come on. I wanted my 30 minutes of credits.
Well, you're gonna get it. 4 hours and 30 minutes.
what a concept! I can't believe that. And it took who?
Alrighty. So
Snyder.
the plot of The Little Things is Deputy Sheriff Joe Deacon joins forces with Sergeant Jim Baxter to search for a serial killer who's terrorizing Los Angeles. As they track the culprit, Baxter is unaware that the investigation is dredging up echoes of Deke's past, uncovering disturbing secrets that could threaten more than his case. So, of course, Deputy Sheriff Deacon, or Deke, is played by Denzel Washington, and Sergeant Jim Baxter is played by Rami Malek. And then Jared Leto plays Albert Sparma. So I really liked the interaction of Denzel and Rami Malek. I really liked the older cop, veteran, and young cop, like, you know, knew what this.
I will say on a quick note, this movie, even Jester's boy Jared, this movie, and even the side people, the side characters, this movie has some of the most fantastic acting you will see this year.
All right, I'll watch it.
The problem is it's bogged down by a very, very troubled script.
I had a feeling, really.
It is so, and I'm not speaking for Mike because I'm sure he liked it. It is such a mess. And what I mean by a mess is we get these great moments in this movie, really just intense, in your face, that make you like, even for someone like me who has the horror background, everything, where you're on the edge of your seat, you take your hat off and you go, oh, okay. The opening scene is fantastic and is on the edge of your seat. Then we move into the character development, and there's parts where you question, you go, the bond between Rami's character and Denzel's character, I don't really buy by the end of it. And I can't say a lot because it'll ruin it for everyone. But by the end of the movie, you're like, do I really buy their bond? Because there's certain, if you really pay attention to the movie, there's certain aspects in their relationship that I don't buy this. And there's a lot of that throughout the entire movie where you're like, there's a great story to be told. But there are some critical problems. Without spoiling it, it is really like Seven meets No Country for Old Men. That's how I feel about it. That's my personal preference. And on top of that, there is a lot of it feels like a True Detective season. This feels like True Detective season 2, the True Detective season 2 and 3 we should have gotten. Because there's very True Detective vibes in this movie.
First season was
very slow burn, showing you clues, making you like really getting you invested into who is this killer? What is he doing? Is it him? But it might not be. But it could like. But it tells it in the way of a true detective style, and it's so. For me, it's just up in the air because there's a great film right there. There's so much potential in this film, and it's not executed to the best of not with that great with those three talents. Sorry, Jester, but those three talents. Yes, even you, Leto. I hate to stroke your ego, but those three talents, we should have had a better than average movie. That's all I'm saying.
he's sensing it right now. I guarantee it. He's probably like,
I know he's like, Pinhead,
complimented
a
me.
new friend is coming
Yeah.
home, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome him with open
Oh,
arms.
someone finally commented me again. Oh yeah.
All I'm saying is for that powerhouse talent, including the supporting actors and actresses that are in this movie,
Yeah.
you have a great amount of them. Should have got
Alright.
better than above average. So that's all I'm saying.
I'll agree. The script definitely could have been much better, but there are some really cool moments.
There are.
That's worth checking out, and especially if you appreciate or like any one of those actors, it's fascinating to watch them together. But yeah, there's definitely a more solid script could have been in place, and we could have gotten a completely different movie. I'm seeing a lot of people reacting to it. Yeah, and a lot of people are split on it. It is a slow burn type of film as
Yep.
well. So,
If
and a
you
lot
don't
of
like slow burns,
it's set in the
you're-
90s, so it's in like it's in tribute to that as well. That's that 90s setting of like detective cop films. So, it's not like today's detective films or stories where it's like action and like, more like
yeah, you're not gonna see the girl on the Apple iMac. Where's the location of with the like? You're not gonna see that. You're not getting any of those sequences. We're talking about it, not as he said in the 90s, and it's as we talked about at our job. It's fresh off of the Ramirez Night Stalker murders. So you're not gonna get
interesting.
that. You're not because they even mention it in the movie. They're like. This is like it's pretty much a follow-up murder to the Night Stalker. So,
Okay.
if you because they do mention the Richard Ramirez in the movie, so it gives you a gauge of where the time frame is. They tell you where it is, but it gives you the gauge with those subtle hints. We're not going to get high-tech computers and cell phones. So it's a very slow burn, very like Mike said, you got to have patience. You have to have patience. And that's across the board, whether you like it or don't like it. You have to have patience with this movie. And you
Right.
have to pay attention. You cannot be on your phone because that's one thing I'm guilty of. The first time around, I was on my phone and it messed with me. The second time around, I turned everything. You cannot be on your phone to fully appreciate this film. You cannot be texting. You cannot be on your pad. You have to have your attention to this movie
yeah,
if you want to understand it.
I never have my phone close by anymore when I watch something. Just so I
After this, neither do I. Neither do I now.
Yeah. So, and what kept me going was that I wanted to see what happened, like what's going to happen at the end of it. So I just finished it, and I was surprised. So unlike Wonder Woman 1984, where they dropped it Christmas Day at 9 a.m., this one was available immediately on Friday. Friday night, midnight. So it was already there. So I'm hoping this is what they're going to do for the other releases going forward.
Yeah.
That they'll have it readily available at midnight. Whoever's up, whoever wants to watch it can go watch.
And
So
midnight release, and then fucking wake up or sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning for Justice League.
fuck yeah. Alrighty.
Can't wait.
That wraps up the show. Unless anyone has anything to share.
No, sir. Let's wrap it up.
Alrighty. Cool. Thank you guys for listening. We won't do the whole social media spiel again.
We already did it.
We did it. Yeah, we did it at the
Check that out.
beginning.
Did we? Yeah.
Yeah, we
was
tune
right.
in if you want to know. We'll
There
know
you
who
go.
the loyals are.
They
So.
already heard it. If you guys are following us, thank you. If you're not following us, please do.
And then I'm sorry too.
And what?
And then I'm sorry too, if you're following us.
There you go. So thank you guys again for listening. We will be back next week with another episode or two.
Super Bowl Sunday, guys.
Is it next week already?
Yeah,
Yep, next Sunday's the Super Bowl, baby.
Nobody
Yay.
cares
Oh,
because my team's not
Oh,
there.
yes, they do.
I don't care.
go.
I don't give a fuck.
You
My team's
don't
not
and
there.
I don't, but America cares.
Fuck America.
Yeah, and the people that said, I'm not going to watch NFL anymore because a player was kneeling.
Exactly.
But
Yeah, right.
guess who's
Dude,
watching
like
football?
Triple H-
I'm
like
sorry,
Triple
the
H
ratings
said.
actually went up. If you guys actually paid attention, you idiots.
But the ratings
Okay.
went up with what?
Yeah, when everyone was saying they weren't
football.
going to watch it anymore because everyone was kneeling, their ratings actually went up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh, they're going down. They're going down." I'm like, "No, they're not."
Well, I thought you were calling us idiots. You're speaking in general. Okay.
In general, yeah.
I'm like, all right, there's gonna be a baseball bat to this motherfucker's head tomorrow.
Come here,
Yep.
right here, right there.
All righty. Thank you guys for listening. Until next time, same podcast. Same
Bye.
whenever you listen to it. We'll be back. Bye.
Bye.